here's what I would say. I would say that if television can't make us better people, then nothing can. Frankly, because television is, like it or not, it's a flawed medium in many ways, but it's also the quintessential, at least American art form of the 20th century and 21st century. There's nothing that American citizens engage with more on a daily basis for more time than television. That's a scary thought, isn't it? But mass appeal art is incredibly effective at being one of the only things in a sort of fractured world at creating common experiences. When the movie Phantom of the Opera came out, I think it was Phantom of the Opera. Didn't they recently make that in a movie? Cats is coming out, Phantom happened recently. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was Les Mis. So Les Mis, this movie comes out of Les Mis, and Les Miserables, and Les Mis ran on Broadway. I think it, at the time, had the record for running the most number of shows on Broadway, and in the opening weekend that the movie was out, more people saw it that day than had seen it combined on Broadway over the course of 20 years, because that theater seats 600 people, and even if it runs every day for 20 years, if you make a movie, 5 million people can see it in one weekend, and the same is true of, even more so actually, television. There are, I was recently told that the total number of people who have watched the pilot episode of The Good Place is 39 million. That includes, obviously, it airing and then being on Netflix for 3 years and having been on Hulu and having been on NBC.com and all the other crazy places where TV shows are available. 39 million people have seen that half hour of television. So if it has no effect on the populace, on the people who are watching it, A, we're screwed as a people, because it's the only thing that can do that, and B, why are people engaging with it so much? If they're not getting anything out of it but entertainment, I don't think that people would continue to watch it as much as they do. So Megan would say that, like most philosophers would tell you, that it doesn't matter, you can't try to become a good person. One of our philosophical advisors is a woman named Pamela Hieronymi. She teaches at UCLA. She's coming to the campus in 3 weeks. Yeah. I met with her when I was first working on the show, and I was like, here's what I want to do. I want to do this show, and I sort of explained the basic way it would work. And she said, there's one fundamental problem with your idea, and it's that you can't try to become a better person. It doesn't work. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, it just doesn't work. Philosophers would tell you that it doesn't work. And I was like, well, did any philosophers think that you could try to become a better person? And she was like, I mean, Aristotle. And I was like, great, I got one. I got one. That's all I need. I need one to justify this idea. So, but I think that that's on an abstract level. I think on a practical level, any art form that millions and millions and millions of people are engaging with for on average 6 to 8 hours a day, every day, that has the ability to do something. And I think the show's argument and my personal argument would be that it can make you a better person, and that's the explicit goal of this show. So again, if I'm wrong, this whole last 4 years of my life has been for nothing.